Do I need to mention you probably don't want to try this at home? See, that technician just cut out the center section of the main frame rail of the Chevrolet Silverado. I thought you'd find it interesting to stop and think about that trailer hitch everyone talks about, that cargo box everyone loves to talk about, the load capacities, that suspension, that toughness, and ultimately your loved ones all in the end ride on that. Why do I mention it? Because this is the Ford F-150 frame rail. Can you see the difference? It's all right. That's the Dodge Ram frame rail. And this is the Toyota Tundra. You see, at Ford, when they talk about built Ford tough, it's not just a slogan, it's a passion. And that's the truth about trucks. It's time to play the frame game. Stretched out in front of you, what they refer to as ladder-style frames from pickup trucks. Now, that's not an engineering term. The truth is, it's because it so closely resembles the construction of the common step ladder. Two main rails and cross members. To my immediate left, the Chevrolet Silverado frame, the Dodge Ram frame, and the Ford F-150. And from that angle, well, they're likely to look as though they were created equal. And that's exactly what their manufacturers would like you to believe. Now let me show you the evidence. This is a center section from the main rail of the Ford F-150. It's a monster, and it's fully boxed. This is from the Dodge Ram, much smaller. Chevrolet Silverado. Note that it isn't fully boxed. And of course, the new Toyota Tundra. I mean, come on. Now, it's all in the details. That's where strength comes from. That's the hidden value of a good frame. Ford hydroforms its front frame rails to add strength. It builds a monstrous suspension pickup region because this is what takes all the shock of going off-roading or even dropping a wheel into a common pothole. I love the section width, if you will, of the main rail. That's where there's real backbone strength. And this attention to detail rocks me. We've got a fully boxed cross member that's through welded, meaning it's welded on this side of the frame, passes on through, and is now welded on this side of the frame. The benefit to you is it stiffens the frame up. We don't want a chassis doing this. You want it good and stiff. It lowers squeak, it lowers rattle, it makes the vehicle last longer and handle better. That value, that hidden value, is right here. See, when it comes to the truth about trucks, at Ford, building a good frame is not a game. I understand you walk around the back of a truck, you see a receiver for a Class 3, Class 4 hitch, and you figure you're good to go. If it were only that simple. Perhaps the best way to learn the truth about towing is to compare the different design philosophies of Ford versus Chevrolet. To give you an example, Chevrolet can tow up to 9,200 pounds, and they would like you to do it with this attached hitch from underneath the frame. Ford has a different theory. Now, I'd love to tell you they always paint them nice and pretty red like this, but I just wanted you to be able to see this better. Look at the size of this attachment. This is what we call an integrated hitch. It involves the entire bumper, bolts to the back of the frame, and then has gussets run on forward to tie back into the frame. This is an integrated system. It's Ford's theory that if you've got 9,900 pounds of cargo behind you, they'd like you and your cargo to get to the destination at the same time. Now that's the truth about towing.
And that's the truth about trucks.